I'm gonna wait for a second. It is an absolutely gorgeous evening. I've been out here for hours just poking around with my chickens. Let's see if anybody comes in. I think the weather is probably about like close to 80 degrees, but we have a really, really nice breeze. So it doesn't feel too bad at all. Skies are perfect, and there was no spraying in the skies today. So they are perfectly blue. Hello, I got a couple people coming in. Hey Naomi, Jamie, hello everybody. Got a few people coming in now. It is a gorgeous evening, so I just wanted to be out here, and I thought that I would try this and see if it streamed okay. Good to see everybody. Let's see what happened to my chat. Oh, here we are. Hey, sunny side up. Well, hello! Nap, where have you been? It's good to see you. Got 10 people. Welcome, welcome. I'm hoping to see John show up in here. Ouch. Don't even ask, girl. If you need somebody to just vent, shoot me an email, okay? I am very nice and relaxed. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, just beautiful. And like I was saying, they weren't spraying the skies and everything today, so it's so nice just to look up and see blue. And the water is so peaceful. It's just gorgeous. I've been out here for a couple of hours just talking to my chickens. They keep disappearing on me. Aw, take your time, Nap. No rush on anything, but if you just need the email, just do it. I'm around. Hoping for a few more people. I'm looking for John. I'm really looking for him. We were on a comment thread on one of my videos. Battling the same people on my comment section is just, it's useless. So I'd like to tell people, just don't even do it. I might pop in once in a while, and then I delete their whole thing after a while because I get bored with that. I don't understand how some people can be so miserable. How can you be so miserable? Look, it's beautiful out here. Find something to be happy about. My messages keep disappearing. Hey, Jamie, I hope that you do visit. It is very quaint. Actually, Smith Island it's a lot like living in the 1980s again, which I think is amazing. Kids can ride their bikes. They don't have to come in until they see the street light. We know that there's no like white box van that's going to be following our kids around, and you have to worry about something happening. So things like that make this town very, very quaint. I do love. Hello, Dino Dancer. Good to see you. Laura! Hi! Hi, honey! I think you're probably on your dinner break. Laura's World is in the house. So, my friend Laura and I, we are working on a brand new Trolls on Parade video. I don't know, I just really think that people need to laugh, and we all need to laugh at ourselves. And sometimes I just get some very interesting comments, and after I've read so many comments from the same type of person, and they seem to be, you know, genuinely nuts, after a while I just start to see that commenter as a caricature, because I don't know you. If we have had personal interactions, I certainly don't know about it because you're under a false name. So the more they ramble, I can only see them as a character, and like a bad cartoon character. And then I start thinking, gosh, I wonder what their voice sounds like. I wonder what they really look like behind the computer. And then I thought, okay, that would make a cool video. So I think that I just feel like being, you know, a little bit theatric, and maybe come up with some characters that I think these people look like and sound like. What do you think? And then we can go over their comments, and it would just put a whole other comical spin on what they have to say. What do you guys think? I'd like for my chats to stay up. Oh my goodness, too funny. Hey Tammy. Welcome. Okay, so if that's a good idea, then I'm gonna get my girl Laura and we're gonna work on that. Because I've got to tell you, a lot the commentary I can't take seriously. I just can't take it seriously anymore. So the only thing that I can do is delete, and then after a while just laugh at it, and then delete some more if they haven't gone away yet. But I think that's what I'm gonna do. I feel like just being a little bit, I don't know, kind of like the spawn of Comedy Central hell and make a video. But other than that, I had a really good weekend. It was Shavuot, which is a holiday that is, it happens after 50 days of Passover. And that was supposed to be the day that Moses brought the actual tablets down the mountain for the people and gave the laws to the people. So I ate a lot of, hey everybody, now I'm seeing your comments. Hey Sherry. I ate a lot of dairy stuff. You're supposed to commemorate the holiday with a lot of milk and honey because we were brought to the land of freedom and milk and honey. So I made my own cheese. It was really good. I had some neighbors over for the holiday, and we had, you know, wine and cheese and some desserts that I had made and some summer salads. So it was a very nice holiday. So we've had some good weather. Okay, well, so I don't have any more grand ducks anymore. And this is really sad. John, there you are. Oh, he was in the hot tub. Okay. He's here though. I don't have any grand ducks anymore. The one did not make it for more than 30 hours. And then the other one, when we went out this morning, it was completely gone. And there was a hole that was dug right up under the coop. And Dumpling has been beside herself all day, and she's been searching for her baby duck all day, but it's gone. A predator definitely, because that hole was not next to that coop yesterday at all. So I think that it got it, but I was pretty upset most of the day about it. I felt so guilty. I felt for sure I should have gone like last night, maybe one more time at 9 o'clock and checked to make sure that the baby was under her or something, and I didn't, and I've just been beating myself up about it all day. So, but very proud of my chicken though, because she was just the best mommy ever. So it was really neat. It was really, really neat to see nature that up close and personal and see how incredibly beautiful it is. So it was a good experience, but really sad. And Dumpling is still in the coop. So yesterday it was so neat because crab and tuna fish are Dumpling's favorite. She loves it. And my husband and my mom had some crabs, hello Karen, yesterday, and gave Dumpling some of the legs. It was so awesome to watch her because she took the meat out, she held it in her mouth, and she was like, like this. When the baby came over, she dropped it, and she like went down like this to indicate that's yours, and there you go. She fed her baby before she fed herself, and it was her most favorite thing to eat, and that was just amazing to me. I mean, there's people out there that don't even feed their own human kids before they'll feed themselves. So I thought it was just really neat just to see nature like that. Well, John, so I don't know if you missed it or not, John, but what I was telling everybody was that I had this new video idea. I feel like being a little funny and a little bit theatrical, and so my friend Laura's World and I were getting together, and we're gonna make a video. You know, I'm really curious what some of these people actually look and sound like behind the computer screen or behind their phones or whatever. What I was explaining was that after I read so many comments from some of these same commenters, they just become a caricature for me. I don't know. They're like some kind of twisted version of Yosemite Sam or something like that. I don't even know. But once I get this caricature of them in my head and I'm reading their comments, like I really can't take any of it seriously. Like they're not hurting my feelings. It's just not happening. But I really am very, very, very curious what they look like and what they sound like. My friend Laura, she's convinced that a couple of them have got to sound like, you know, they smoke 10 packs a day. That could be true. I'm wondering how many of them have like rollers, like hair curlers and like face mask, and I mean, we just don't know. My comments keep disappearing on me. I'm sorry, guys. This is the first time I've gone live on my phone. Hey, DJ. It could turn out to be a comic book. I know. You know what I would like to do, Nap? I would love to have several people that know how to do really, really good voices. And even if you guys are all over the world, I actually think that this would be a really fun video. If you guys can do all kinds of different voices, and then what we could do is I could send you the comments section that I want you to read, and you can put your own spin on it. And then we can just kind of like bounce around. I think that'd be fun. Hello, Lydia. Good to see you. Anybody out there? Is there anybody that would be interested in doing some impersonations of troll voices? And we could all make this video together. It actually might be comedy gold when we're done. Sherry Price thinks that would be hilarious. I'm considering this. I think we should do this because on through StreamYard we can have them do voice chat. That way you can put their voices on video. You're brilliant. Laura, you're brilliant. You're right. If there's anybody that I do chat with, there's a couple of you that we are in contact with each other through Messenger. Some of the trolls say that I'm in contact with them. No, I don't know these people. Certainly wouldn't be communicating with them. But for the people that I do communicate with on here, and we are, good with each other, if anybody would like to participate, I can send you the comment, and then you can do the voice. You can do the, the voice to chat thing. That would be gold. That would be gold. If you're in, put it in the comment section of this video and we will do something. Because at some point in time, the only thing that you can do is laugh about this crap. That's definitely where I am. Some of these people in comments on certain channels, yes, I guess they do. They keep coming back into mine, though, and commenting on things that I have nothing to do with. And there are no other channels that I am affiliated with. She said, oh, wait, I'm sorry, Lydia, I just lost you. She says, I'm confused. I'm still confused. I just woke up. Okay. Get some coffee, Lydia. Lydia's on the other side of the world over there. I think everybody should give it a try. Uh-oh, Laura, break is over. Thank you for spending time with me. I'll talk to you later tonight. Bye, Laura. It's better to laugh than let them get to you. Yes. But see, the stuff is that when they're not saying stuff that's, if it's not true, then it can't get to you. But eventually it just starts to pick because it's like it's just listening to the same alarm clock over and over and over again. It's like, alarm clock, you're broken. You don't know you're broken, but you're broken and I don't want to listen to you. So all you can do is just laugh about it. And I'm not part of that cancel culture. I was born before that. Groundhog Day. Exactly. It is Groundhog Day. But the thing is, they keep getting a payoff, and that's what I don't understand. What is the payoff for them? Just to be argumentative and... I mean, the stuff that they're saying is Groundhog Day. Don't they get sick of listening to themselves? I wonder sometimes. But then again, at the end of the day, like, cartoons are always chasing the same thing. And they never get anywhere. Strokes their ego. Well, I guess I'm going to stroke it a little bit more when I start reading their comments out loud. It's just not going to be stroked in the way they want it to be. And you know what? There really should be nothing to complain about. If we're waking up, you've got something to be thankful for. I want to tell you guys something. You know, the glass is always half full. It's always half full. Now, this is a part I really want you to listen to. At some point or another, what's in the glass, don't get me wrong, it probably tastes like piss. And it very well could be. But the glass is still half full. So you gotta wake up with some kind of positive attitude. That's the only way you can ever turn things around. Stay safe, John. He had just gotten out of a hot tub. He was probably standing there in a towel making comments on the telephone. Some people are diehards. Yeah, some people go around and around. Oh, the visual. I don't know. You could visualize John any way you want. Nobody knows what he looks like. That was good though, Lydia. That was good. I wish I had something interesting to share, but I really don't. I kind of just wanted to get everybody's feedback with this video I'm thinking about making. I don't know. I just have to. I have to do something funny because I'm missing kind of being the, I don't know, a jokester. No, that's not even it. I don't know. I just miss it, laughing at stuff. It's been a hard couple of months, and I really need a good laugh. And if the Yosemite Sams are bringing me material, I might as well use it. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. There's not too much wisdom right now. Hey, Shirley. Okay, so I kept calling you Lydia. Linda Mac. Hey, Renee. Good to see you. Miss Canadian girl. Trouble is, instead of finding the humor, people will get offended and ruin the fun. Not my people. My people won't get offended. My people will think it's funny. So, you know what? I've been called worse too, Linda. I apologize, though. I was really just reading your name totally wrong this whole time. So what I was thinking about doing, Linda Mac, was I have all of these interesting comments, and some that I keep getting, repetitiously from the same people over and over again. And I can't take them seriously. These people are just like cartoon characters to me. So I was thinking I'd like to make a visual for everybody what I actually think these people look like. Do they have like really bad like acne all over and like frizzy hair? Like, do they look like Phyllis Diller? Baby Cynthia looks like Phyllis Diller. You just don't know. I'm sorry, I'm reading about John here. He must have gotten dressed really fast. John, you lived in Hollywood. I couldn't last out there. I hated it. I was there while I had my agent, and I was doing what I needed to do, and I was in California when I went to school and still had my agent out there. But the West Coast, no offense to anybody that lives there, but it just was not for me. It wasn't for me at all. I definitely came back to the East Coast. Linda says, there was a YouTuber and she went on one of the X Factors, and she took all of her negative comments and made a song about them. It was hilarious. Well, see, there you go. There you go. Good. Go ahead and rest your back, Renee. Trust me. We all need it, especially if you were lifting things or if you have a job where you're on your feet all the time. Just a nobody? Nah, you're not just a nobody. You're somebody, and you're here. I'm glad you caught me live. Hey, Darla. Good to see you. So, Linda. So what I want to do is make a video and kind of guess what some of my most prized haters look and sound like, because I think that would be funny. My friend that's going to help me with the video, she's convinced that a couple of them sound like they smoke 10 packs a day, and she's been practicing doing this gruff voice, and every time she does it, I almost pee myself laughing. So I think it's going to be a funny video. Looking up in WV. Hello. Hey, Becky. Good to see you guys. Oh, you work in a deli. So you smell like sliced onions, right? My first job was Jerry's Sub and Pizza. So I worked there for like 3 to 4 years in high school, but I would always come home smelling like grease and grilled onions. Shirley, the baby chickens are good. They're out front. One of them was pecking the other one, so I had to get her own playpen and separate them. Okay, Linda, I will catch you off here too. I'll give you the details. You don't slice veggies, just gotcha. But still, you get all the grill, and the smell all gets on you and everything. Yeah, and you're standing there cooking. That's hard on your feet. It really is, just to stand and stand and stand for a long time. Especially anybody that runs the register, I think probably has a lot of back and foot problems, because they're not changing, you're not shifting your weight a whole lot, you know? Thank you guys. Yeah, Darla, that's true a lot of the times. You know, you don't even have to worry about posting it. Absolutely. Actually, that's been a lot lately. For a lot of the people associated, I can't even say I'm like really associated. I don't. But people want to still make me associated with certain channels, and I'm not. And they do a lot of still coming and making comments on my regular Petite Fireball channel. And just for everybody that does know, I don't want like comments about other people's channels and stuff on my Petite Fireball channel. I'm really trying to keep that clean. I did not start that channel out to be something crazy. I really just want that to be about, you know, my island life and the stuff that I do and the hobbies that I have and everything, with no affiliation with anybody else. But when I still get the comments on some of my videos, yeah, every once in a while I kind of think, okay, I might want to respond, and it's like, meh, just delete, don't post, don't answer. It's just not worth it. They're just gonna keep coming after me with the same thing. It doesn't matter. These people don't want truth. They have a vendetta. So nothing is going to deter them. But It is what it is. All I can do is kind of laugh about it because I really don't know why people are spending that much energy on me. I'm hardly Oprah around here. I'm just a little Ema that lives on an island, and that's it. Movie theater, and you smell like popcorn. Well, sounds like everybody's got some nice weather. A lot of rain. Looking up in WV. No, see, I was not around for an extremely long time as a subscriber, so I didn't really like know any better. I really bought their story hook, line, and sinker, and really the reason being is because I had just come out of a camper. I worked really, really hard to save up money to buy my house. And I lived in a camper for a little while to do that. And it was hard. So when they had their story, uh, I'm already doing, I was thinking that they were like me. Okay, maybe these people are just really struggling. And that's where I was at the time. So no, helping people out, I absolutely never thought anything would end up as crazy as it did. And truth be told, I don't think that anybody would. Like when you're actually a compassionate person and you really truly go to help somebody, you're not thinking that they're not for real. You know what I mean? But I learned a lot. I learned a lot. A lot of very, very, very valuable lessons. And I very much learned that I am not throwing my pearls before swine anymore. And everybody else needs to not do that either. I'm trying to keep up with the chats, guys. I'm sorry. It's it keeps going in and out, and I'm having trouble reading stuff. So if somebody asked me a question, I just missed it. Tammy, there's a lot of kind-hearted people that get taken advantage of. But I've definitely learned who's for real and who isn't. And I treat a lot of people with kid gloves. And there's a lot of people that I can be completely civil with, and that's fine, but I'm not going to go any further because I don't want to be drawn in. I've definitely figured out that once somebody reveals themselves to you, like really reveals themselves to you, I mean, later on when they come back, oh, I'm so sorry, you already know because they've revealed themselves to you. So don't get suckered back in. The Smith Island Karen is going by right now. The Smith Island Karen did something really super funny a couple months ago. So they called on their neighbor to complain that their mailbox or something was actually on their property. So they actually called out a surveyor. They called out a surveyor to try to prove that their neighbor's mailbox or whatever was on their property. So guess what happened? They got the surveyor out, and the surveyor is like, oh man, hate to tell you, but that property that you're saying is yours, that's actually hers. So there you go, Smith Island Karen. If you would have just kept your mouth shut, then you would have had more property than you do now. That's the type of things that happen around here all the time. There's always a certain somebody that's trying to get something over on somebody else. It's always the same type of people. So whether it's YouTube or in person or whatever, the world is full of them, and we all have to learn how to disseminate. We have to discern very well to know who we're hanging amongst. I'm trying to get to some comments so you guys. Oh, there we go. Oh, take care, Shirley. John, thank you for saying that. Well, look, our past is what shapes us. We really got to look at every situation and find out where it worked for us. Either it gave us an aha moment or it possibly screwed us up somehow. There's nothing wrong with looking at everything. I'm not perfect. I've done a lot of stuff to screw up. And it's okay to admit that you've screwed up. And it's okay to admit that you don't always know what you're doing. I don't always know what I'm doing. It's okay. I pray about it. I pray about it and I stay calm. And then the answers just kind of come. I also want everybody to know that people need to detox. You need to detox from really bad food, self-medicating. There's a lot of things that people need to detox from. It is much easier to pop a pill when you are depressed or when you're going through anxiety. It is a lot easier to do that than it is to withhold and actually feel the feelings and emotions that you're feeling. But you know what? We don't ever work past anything in our lives unless we actually do feel all that. We've got to feel it. Even if it's gut-wrenching, even if it brings up really bad memories, at some point in time to get past it, we're going to have to face that demon. And we all have them because we all have a past. And that's okay to admit that. It's okay to admit when you want to be in a better place and when you're moving forward to do that. And at this point in the game, I'm not letting anybody mess with that. I feel really, really good about where I'm at right now. I really do. I know myself really, really well. And I think at 44 years old, that's a big accomplishment. You know, I've known some people in their 80s. They still haven't really figured out their meaning of life or whatever. And I'm not left wondering. I'm figuring it out. And it's okay. So John, it's okay to look at your past. Everybody needs to look at theirs. And then remember, it's in the past. Karen, Tammy, absolutely right. Hey, Red Ginger. It's good to see you. Okay, Naomi, you can watch the replay. I'll see you, hon. Have a good evening. You're absolutely right. There's all kinds of different ways that people self-medicate. A lot of different ways. It could be booze. It could be pills. It could be sex. It could be the internet. It could be, it could be a lot of things. Just depends on the drug of choice. And I feel really, really horrible for people that do end up having some kind of drug of choice and that self-medicate and that never, ever get out of. They never get out of it. They never get out of their own heads. Substance just they end up just being a hindrance to one's absolutely your mindset. You can't think straight. Can't get to the next level. as somebody said, it's Groundhog Day. And you know what? I didn't want to have Groundhog Day with my thoughts, feelings, or nightmares that I was having. I needed to get through them. And for me personally, that was through my faith and through not doing substances. So there you go. It can be done. Hey, Connie. Stop looking in the rearview mirror. Linda says, I was once told to stop looking in the rear view mirror at what was and look out the front window at what's to come. So that's what I do. And that is very, very sound advice. The important thing is to not forget what was behind you. Because if you pass something that looks the same on the road, you're going to want to know to just drive past. Don't stop and pick it up. Karen, that's such a good way to put it. She said that my faith is what I am addicted to. Faith, hope, love keeps you going. A man cannot live on bread alone. That is very, very true. And I do believe that man actually cannot really live without a type of community either. So I think that that's why people go out seeking communities and often find kind of the wrong ones, you know, to be a part of. I'm definitely from the mindset, I really do believe in tight-knit communities, tribes, if you will. And not saying that I don't believe that people should have their own autonomy or independence, but I do believe that every person, every family should have other people out there, a village, yes, like. And when I say that, what I'm talking about is a group of people that are very well intended for everybody else. I don't mean, you know, finding a community just wanting to take advantage. And it's hard. And we can all be vulnerable at times and finding the wrong people. Boy, have I done that too many times. You're very, very right, John. If you don't know your past, then you have a very hard future. Looking up in WV, yes, talking about the diet situation. And yes, absolutely. And when I was talking about the detoxing before, I mean that as well. I've been detoxing for a while. Like, it hasn't just been my faith that I've gotten close to. I've really been paying attention what has been put in my body, and my body chemistry is changing because of it. The first thing that I stopped doing was using regular toothpaste. I don't want the fluoride. Fluoride is poison. It's absolute poison. And what it does is it basically almost will crystallize your pineal gland. And that's not good. Then you can't have real emotion and you can't think properly. I did that. When our microwave blew up, I didn't get a new one. I have not had any foods that have come out of the microwave since September, I think. And to be honest with you, I really think that makes a huge difference because you're not zapping all the nutrients out of your food. I haven't been eating a whole lot of processed stuff. I've just really been just trying to eat healthier. And what is so weird is that my body started craving things that I need that I would have never, ever eaten before. Stuff like horseradish, beets, especially like pickled beet eggs, would have never ever touched that in my entire life. But I started craving things like that. Sriracha and hot sauce. I couldn't stand like spicy stuff before, but I started craving that. Wasabi. So all of these things that are natural antifungals and natural anti-inflammatories were the things that I started craving that I had never wanted before. And you know what? It actually all tastes really good to me. And I feel good when I eat it. Whenever I'm eating the pickled beet eggs during the week, I don't have to take one of my B12 shots because I'm getting the B12 that I need from the beets. Go figure. Oh, prayers. Hey, Connie. Hey, I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, I don't know what's going on, honey, but you're going to be in my prayers. John, I know the microwave is everybody's best friend, but I'm telling you, it's killing you. And I'm telling you, that's also causing cancer. In my opinion, if you're putting radioactive waves into your food, it's going to cause cancer. Hey, Vicky. Haven't seen you for a while. Good to see you. Howdy. John, we're all going to die, but I guess it's up to everybody. It's up to everybody to kind of grab hold and really try to stop the process. Oh, Connie, I'm sorry. Yeah, pancreatic cancer. Okay. He's in my prayers for sure. But I can tell you what, I have a couple of guys that I know, like as of recently, who have gone through with the pancreatic cancer, and they've been fine. They went through the treatments and they've been okay. So don't lose hope there at all. You know, he'll be okay. Oh, Karen, you must have, I don't know what you have in your system that is eating up that amount of B12, but I can tell you people that typically don't have B12 in their system and that are also very low on potassium, magnesium, um, a lot of times vitamin D, those essential vitamins and nutrients are typically sucked dry when you have some kind of unknown parasite that you might not know about. So whether it's like Candida or Lyme or some other kind of vector-borne type of parasite or disease, that's what sucks us dry of our nutrients. And typically, these parasites are being labeled as an autoimmune disease. It's not an autoimmune disease. The immune system is doing exactly what it is supposed to do if there is an all-over infection. It is putting out large amounts of T cells. So if they say that you've got all these T cells and your immune system is attacking itself, that's a joke. The immune system doesn't attack itself. It puts out a final push to try to kill an all-over infection. So there's a lot of stuff. Oh, don't get me started. If I get started on this, I'm going to break out my microscope and start talking to you guys about stuff. In all seriousness, though, in all seriousness, though, everybody, doctors are not gods with little g's. They're not. And Western medicine is a joke, in my opinion. It's about pills and bills. Pharmakia is all it is. That's what pharmacy is. It's essentially alchemy. It's essentially alchemy with chemicals. And we all have to get back to what's natural. You know, there's a reason why big corporations wanted to destroy the Native Americans. There's a reason why big corporations are always trying to go after the indigenous, because they know what's natural and they know what's healthy, and they also know that every individual is really guaranteed a very, very long life. Getting old, you're not actually not supposed to feel like you're getting old. That's actually not natural. So I think that we're all at a place we really just need to look at what our body really needs, and it's typically not what's going to be advertised on TV. Um, no, John, actually, I disagree with you. But I'm going to tell you how God works, and I really want you to listen to this. He'll make sure that you're always in the same situation until you actually get the point to get out of that situation or to fix what you're doing. God will always give you a tap on the shoulder before he gives you a 2x4 upside the head. So when you're doing the same thing over and over again and you don't see any change, well, that's when it's up to you to change it. Bye, Linda. I will talk to you soon, huh? Bye, Sherry. I don't know if there's anybody else. God does not punish. Why would your father punish you? Now, I know as a parent, like with my kid, I get so frustrated when I see him doing the same thing like over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And the thing is, he can do that because that's how he's going to learn, and I have to stand back and just kind of wait until he asks for advice. But I don't want my kid punished because they make the wrong decision. I want them to wake up and figure out that there's a better decision they can make and then go that direction. And I think that God the Father is very much the same way. I mean, you're dealing with the ultimate parent who loves us. Of course he gets frustrated, but he doesn't want his children punished. Come on. Well, John, I'm telling you the microwave is harmful. I'm telling you that a lot of the stuff that's pushed on us is very harmful. Tammy, with the MS. Now, the MS, I am not as familiar. I haven't done as much research on MS as I have Lyme disease, but I am going to tell you that they are very, very, very similar. And a lot of people that have MS actually do have Lyme disease that went to their brain. And the images, like, you know, when the brain scans, the parts that are actually inflamed are actually from Lyme disease. So a lot of people do get told that they have MS and they don't, and they have no clue that their symptoms could go away if they're on the proper treatment and if they have the proper doctor. So I say look into it and get some more tests just to see, because if there's any chance that you do have something else that can be treated, that would be awesome. So I'd say really look into it. And no, God absolutely will never give up on us. We give up on ourselves. And if there's a lot of hard situations, it's because he wants us to learn from it. It's so funny how much easier things get when we actually learn from it and we stop doing those situations. I've been on here for almost an hour, guys, and hold on, Tammy, my husband in. Okay, so let me tell you more about the Lyme. I was going to get off here, but this is just, yes, I did see Selma Blair, and I really think that all of her, she must have had the COVID shot, and that is my opinion, that she got the COVID shot and that it set off her MS the way that it did. That is absolutely my opinion. But in terms of Lyme, can you ever get rid of it? Well, it can end up being chronic after a while. I have had it since I was 6 years old. I did not receive treatment for it until I was 30 years old. So by then, I had already had 3 children and passed it in utero to them. And that's actually why my son, my second child, has autism, because he was born with the Lyme and it caused encephalitis of the brain. Now, wait a minute. Now, in terms of the testing, Tammy, I really want you to listen to me. The CDC, the way the CDC does the testing is not accurate. And it was designed purposely to not catch every case of Lyme. So the way the CDC has the Lyme titer test, there's 14 Lyme titers. Okay, 14 markers of Lyme. The CDC only tests 5 of them. That's it. And in order for them to say that it's positive for you to have Lyme, they want at least 3 of those 5 titers to light up. If only 2 of those 5 light up, they're going to say your test is equivocal. If only 1 lights up, they're going to say it's negative. Now get this, you could have the entire other panel of Lyme titers that they didn't even test for. So the way that they do the testing is not accurate, and it really is designed to fail. And there is a really, really, really good documentary I want everybody to watch, especially if you have ongoing chronic medical problems, especially if you've ever been told that you have an autoimmune disease, or if you have fibromyalgia or POTS or chronic fatigue or psoriatic arthritis or any of those. If you've ever been told, I want you to watch this documentary. It's called Under Our Skin. And that documentary completely changed my life. It helped me get to the right type of doctors and get everything figured out. It also really tells you how the CDC does things and where everybody's money is going. Because even the panel at Yale University was reprimanded because of they were the ones supplying the CDC with their findings, and they had double interest in the CDC. So, and they also had double interest in the vaccine campaigns. So there was a lot of shady business just surrounding Lyme and the whole onset of autoimmune diseases. And truth be told, every disease that they call an autoimmune disease, ask them if they've ever seen it under the microscope. And they'll tell you no. Why? Because it doesn't really exist. They're actually saying that you've got an autoimmune disease when you actually have something much worse, but it is curable. As long as they tell you you've got something that's incurable, you'll stay in all the drugs that they want to push. It really is that simple. And you're absolutely right. I don't trust who either. Anytime there is a government body in charge of my health, no, they're not to be trusted. So once again, it's called Under Our Skin. And yes, Tammy, there's a lots of money in vaccinations, and it became big business. Actually, the documentary will even break it down. Vaccines really became big business because of Reagan. And the reason why is because everyone was allowed to patent the new diseases that they found with Reagan. He did a lot of really good things, but I'm on a live.
I gotta get paid.
Yes. Okay. Wait. I'll come down and see you. I'll bring it to you.
Alright, if not, I'll give it to little Terry.
Okay. I will.
Because I'm taking the boat tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I'll come down and see you though. Have a neighbor here. Sorry. What was I saying? I gotta come with my. Okay. So Under Our Skin. So like Reagan did a lot of good things, but in terms of allowing the government to really take control and be able to profit off of diseases, yeah, not good. And it was a land grab for anybody that found new diseases under a microscope. So definitely look it up, and you can get proper testing. You can do testing through IGenix. I think it's INGX, IGenix. And you can get a test kit sent to you. And they are the only lab in the country that's actually looking under the microscope. They're putting dyes, they're looking under the microscope to see what you have. And they will give you all the titers of Lyme. If you have anything else going on, like a Lyme co-infection, like ehrlichiosis or babesia or Bartonella, you also get that from cats. If you're sick, if you've got a lot of like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, stuff like that, and you're a cat person, it's most likely you got something from your cat. Tammy, that is horrible. She said that she lost some friends to the vax, and you know what? I absolutely believe that. And I have to tell you that one of the friends of mine that I graduated with, she also had Lyme disease at one point, got treated and then off treatment for several years. But Lyme is something that can be dormant, and I was pretty sure that it was probably dormant in her system, but she was doing really well. Well, she had to get the shot for work, and she had to quit her job. Within a week, she had blisters all over her body. She had like full-on encephalitis and a whole host of other things. And she reached out to me, and I said, Leslie, you have got to get back to the Lyme doctor. And that's what's happening. So I think that a lot of people that are getting the vaccinations, that are getting this sick, it isn't necessarily from the vax itself. It's because they are carrying around something else in their system, and it's being their system is getting completely overloaded, and they just can't fight it all. That's what I think. I'm sorry? He's asleep. You need something?
I'll talk to him later. Ain't no hurry.
Okay. Everybody's out tonight. Well, you know what? I'm glad you refused. If you didn't think that it was for you, I'm glad that you didn't take it. And I'm unvaxxed myself, and I'm going to remain that way as much as I fight the Lyme disease. Why in the world would I put a foreign body in my system and it be something else that my system has to fight. And I'm not willing to take that risk. So I've had to put up with a lot of listening to people and how I'm such a terrible person for not getting the vax and everything. But I guess in this juncture, I can say my body, my choice. All right, everybody, I'm going to say goodnight. I've been out here for a full hour, and the sun is starting to kind of go down. I'm going to go inside, and it was nice talking to everybody. I hope you got a little bit of information. I really had no idea what I was going to talk about other than share my idea for a funny video. Karen, I absolutely agree with you. There is not much research. That's because everybody was in a trial. And on that note, I'm going to go. The flies and the gnats are starting to get me. But peace be with all of you guys, and we'll talk soon. All right, everybody. Good night. Be safe. You're welcome. Bye.